and welcome to All Roads Tavern, Episode 3. Check out our special today. Buy a pitcher at half price if a duplicate you buys the other half. Today we have with us...
Oh, I'm Cord.
Nathan Muth.
Terrell.
Will Shar.
And Stacy.
Alright, so today we will be going over our characters briefly, and then hopefully we will be able to get right into the game. I'm going to talk a little bit about the world first, just to kind of give everyone a flavor of exactly what we are all in for. As we discussed before, the world is mostly water here. We got ring islands. The islands formed on top of volcanic ridges. So there are some places they are lucky enough where the volcano has emerged enough where the crater is above sea level and therefore mainly collects fresh water. Those places are really lucky because fresh water, obviously on a mostly ocean world, is not that common to come across. All the other places have to rely on runoff or groundwater from the higher points of the islands. There is a ring outside of all of the other islands, and beyond that point is the void ocean, where water is as black can be, and so impenetrable by light that when you look at it, it's kind of like a mirror sheen to the surface. We have a small pantheon of over-gods, and then we have each island has its own god. I'll go over the gods quickly here. We have Falther, who is the father god. We have Kava, who is the mother god. Father is the god of, since he's the over-god, since saltwater is the main thing on this world, he's kind of the god of the ocean. Think kind of like Poseidon. Kava is the mother god, as I said before. She's the goddess of beauty, desire, destiny, and home. She resides in the heavens, and she can be seen personified as an actual galaxy up in the night sky. It takes up a huge portion of the skyline. If you held your hand at arm's length and looked up to it, it would be bigger than your hand. After that, we have Vinrus, who is the god of death and rebirth. He is usually personified as volcanoes. We also have Tolmo, who is the goddess of travel and winds. Demis, who is the god, he's the death keeper of the world. He resides in the void ocean, where pretty much this world's hell is said to be. We also have Strin, who is Demis's son, and he is death personified in this world. And then we have Braun, who is the crafter. He forges the gods' weapons and anything else next to the sun, who is an old god, one of the colossi in this world, who is called Khatan, and he was kind of like the Titans for the Greek mythologies. They were the gods who came before. And then, as well in the night sky as Kava, we have 3 moons. Each moon has a different rotational period of a day, a month, and a year. The day is Salna, who is the goddess of arts. Wimby, who is the goddess of life and crops. And Rowa, who is the party goddess, wine and all that kind of stuff. So that's a quick overview of all the different gods who are here. Oh, and actually screw something up. Mortis is the death personified. Strin is the god of war and storms. I'm sorry about that. So beyond that, we have a main island that we're going to be showing up on, which is called Aurixia. But we'll get to that specific point when we get there. For now, we'll jump to people's characters, kind of review them. Some people have changed who exactly they are. So we'll go over that and just kind of see a brief glimpse of who they are and what they're playing. So who wants to start?
No one.
I think you just volunteered.
No!
Cricket told me there'd be talking in this.
So I was thinking about making a gripless the other time.
Yep.
A Gripply.
A griply. Well, it has an S at the end in the book, so...
Weird.
I guess there, with the
S
S,
is
there's
silent.
multiple of them. I don't know.
It's usually how it works.
Yeah. Anyway, what ended up happening was I was making basically the last in the line of frog princes who needs to go through a rite of passage so that he can become king. And Eric was like, hey, did you know that you can make a paper mage that controls paper in the thing? And I'm like, paper? And I was like, oh, yes. And then I'm like, this is kind of sucky, so I won't do this. Hey, what is this other thing? So I ended up doing that for like 3 days.
It was pretty much 2 weeks that you were doing
2
that.
weeks, great. I'm so fast at this thing. And so I've fiddled around with it for forever, and I finally was like, hey, what about this spell slinger thing? And I'm like, oh, wait, but it uses guns. Can't do that. And Eric's like, well, unless you're Tony Stark and you invented them. I'm like, I invented guns! So I created a spell slinger. So it's like, of course you would create a weapon that uses magic to shoot stuff. So yeah, that's basically what I built. Should I go into more detail?
As much detail as you're willing to divulge before the game starts.
All right. So I totally wanted. I've wanted to forever being like for 3 months. I wanted to be talking like a Russian and have like bad grammar. So I'm gonna try. So hopefully no one will be too angry with me. Primarily because I didn't actually like practice before today. I've been working all day, so I haven't had a chance to like read anything or listen to anything to put my mouth in the right mood. That's not going to be edited into anything weird later, is it?
No, not at all.
All right, so yeah, that's basically that's me. I made a character. Yay, Spellslinger.
Nate, would you like to tell us about your character?
Yes. My character's name is Seiza, and she is a hybrid monk and cleric. Because it's just been something I've been wanting to try for a while now. Currently 2 levels in monk, 1 level in cleric, and she uses the destruction and the healing domain, so got kind of a duality of opposites thing going on there. That's about all I'm willing to divulge at this point.
Okay. Daryl.
I'm Marius. I guess I've pretty much stuck with that same character that I came up with last time. Catfolk investigator. Sort of a furry Sherlock Holmes.
I like that. That's good.
I look forward to the fan fiction.
I think you mean the Great Mouse Detective.
Except not a mouse.
Oh yes.
You would eat the mouse.
Or Sherlock Hound.
Or that.
Yeah.
But a cat.
Wandering around looking for trouble to get into, I guess.
Okay. Will.
All right, my character.
He pulls out a book.
Yeah. My character, you may call him Salt. That is not his name, but that's what you may call him. He is from a tribe. They're kind of the gypsies of this world. They describe belonging to an island as sort of, when you live on an island, you have to bear loyalty to a god, and they don't want to do that. They any of the island gods, so they stick to the oceans, and they tend to travel from from place to place on various boats, mostly all small boats. But yeah, so that's where he came from. But then he had sort of a whole range of adventures, of which he will go into at length and often exaggerate, as you will see. That landed him a slave aboard a galley, and then he ended up being found by the Mages Guild because he had the talent, he had the gift, and he is now a wizard, and that is all I am willing to divulge right now.
All right.
But he is on a quest.
Stacy, what do you got?
I am playing an elf. My class is witch. My character's name is Viana. Her species of people, I guess, can't think of the name. They descended from dryads. That's kind of part of my character's history, and I don't know, basis of their religion and stuff like that. Can't. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Can't think of more.
All right. I want to start recording.
You can say something, Will.
Okay.
Did you cut me for a second? I need to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Carry on.
All right. So now that we've got basic introductions on the way, who's up for actually starting this thing?
Yay!
Yay!
I don't know.
Woohoo!
I only spent like
Oop.
2 weeks working on it. I don't think we can start.
I'm not sure we can actually say you spent 2 weeks. I think we can say
Yeah.
you spent 1 day at the end of 2 weeks.
That's about right. Maybe.
All right.
It's a lot more like 3 days, but still.
Cool.
You have no perception of time, so whatever you say, I don't trust anyways.
All right. So
I'm not joking.
I'm wondering who I should start with.
Will, you should start with Will.
Yeah.
Start with
Yeah,
Start with
yeah.
Will, who's in the bathroom?
Yep. That's the price he pays.
All right, roll. All right, Will, roll a will save.
He wasn't here, so he played this guy.
Failed.
Will, do your will. Julie, do the thing.
There are gonna be a lot of edits in this one.
Yeah,
Yes, there are.
there are about 1 million in the last one. You never realize how many times you go,
Yeah, everyone does a lot.
Sorry.
And then these three like to go
Yes. We do that a lot. Actually, I counted myself. I've probably done it like 15 times so far.
Already, just
At
today.
least, because I always go, crap.
Is Will still on mute?
Yep.
Okay.
Am I still on mute?
No.
Yay!
Yay.
All right. Well, I'll say this to start.
I'm sorry, your character died while you were in the bathroom.
Yes. You weren't able to roll a will save, so
You'd think he'd be good at it.
yeah.
But
That's gotta be.
It's only
getting
funny when I make those jokes.
Oh.
That's what you think.
You know, I should do this quickly. Court, what's your character's name?
My character's name is Windegalia Gangaresh.
Okay, Wendy.
my God.
Yeah,
Should be
I figured I
Vindigalia.
figured it would end up being Windy.
Nate, what's your character's name?
Seiza, Seiza.
You're good?
Daryl.
Oh, you can't hear it.
Marius Sedlak. Marius Sedlak.
Will, what was your character's name? Salt?
Salt.
And
It's not
Stacy?
his name, but you may call him that.
It's Vianna. Vianna.
Vianna. Okay. So, we will start off. I will say, Vienna, you have been at sea for several days.
Okay.
Any food that you did have it has been gone now.
I was gonna say, did they give me food?
They gave you a little bit.
Oh yes, for the gods.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You have gone through that. You've gone through any fresh water that you have had.
Oh yay.
You are not feeling very good. Neither is your little companion.
Oh, Mr. Bun Bun.
Is that his name, Bun Bun?
I don't know. It's
Okay.
his name right now. It might change several times.
Are you going to be
I'm gonna be Greg.
Yeah. Okay.
George Washington, where are your pants?
Care to describe yourself?
She's got reddish hair. I don't know. So it's like a strawberry blonde, but it's more like on the white side, so it looks more like it has like the red streaks in it.
Okay.
She's got purple eyes, and she does have some very detailed parts of like her corset and headband and her boots and arm bracers. They're very intricate and elven-y looking. But there is also like some, almost looks more Viking-esque. Her dress and her wares are more on the warmer side for colder climates. So she's kind of got some little bits of fur, but yet it all kind of looks very natural and woodsy. So it's all kind of browns and greens colored. You want me to describe my little Mr. Bun Bun?
Sure.
So I have a familiar that I took a feat to have, for those of you who don't understand why I have a cool familiar.
It was a special thing that I did
For
for
me.
her.
Because I'm awesome. No. I wanted to have more of a druidy, leafy feel when I started this and kind of fought around with wanting to have this like Drider-esque thing about me, and I just entered in that to like my backstory and the religion to my elven culture. So Mr. Bun Bun is this little familiar of mine that's very, very plant-like, sort of has like a bunny, like about the size of a bunny, a very tiny bunny, a baby bunny.
It's actually about 2 feet tall from the description.
Okay, so like a bunny. He's got these little leafy ears that, and a dead dandelion for a tail. It's a very big poof ball, and he's got these little wings that jut out from his arms when he opens them. That's how he glides. He looks like he's covered in lots of leaves and acorns, which is actually the armor, or just kind of how he looks. And it's mostly green, because he's leafy. He's got a little flower part and leaf part behind both of his little eyes that he sees out of. And I imagine him to make very cute sounds, like So, he's just all around very, very, very cute and adorable. So,
Okay. Well, right now both of you are not looking too healthy, though. As I said, you've run out of food for a while now, and fresh water, and so has your little friend there, Bun Bun or whatever we will settle on for a name. So he's kind of looking he's kind of looking shriveled and droopy.
Wilted.
Yeah, wilted. And you're starting to look thin and
I'm already thin. I'm an
paler
elf.
than usual. And it's at about that point that you will lose consciousness.
Bleh. Bleh.
I'm trying to kind of do this in a chronological order here. So let's see here. We will jump to Nathan or Seza.
Seiza. Yes.
So you are called to the council, or monks wouldn't have a council, wouldn't they?
They might.
Jedi's, come on. They have
Okay.
council.
All right. So the head monks have called you forth.
I enter their chambers and bow respectfully.
They bow back, not quite as far down as you do, of course.
Naturally.
They explain to you that they feel it is time for you to take a personal quest. And you see your close friend, I can't remember if you gave me a name for him or not in your description. Did you have a personal mentor or anything that you gave me?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, you see one of the mentors that you've been kind of close to. Mm-hmm. He looks a little bit unsure of or not really unsure, but uneasy about what's going on. Mm-hmm. And they pretty much explain to you that they feel for you to be able to grow, that you have to go on a personal quest outside of the monastery. And they've set up passage on a cargo ship that drops off some supplies for them, for you to be taken off to Oryxia. So yeah, they set you up. They say that the ship should be leaving in a few hours to go collect anything that you wish to take with you. And they say that when the time is right for you to go back, you will receive a sign.
Okay. So you just want me to take a bunch of stuff to the city?
No, you're going on a personal quest.
Okay. For what? Personal quest to take a bunch of stuff to the city?
No, to find enlightenment for yourself.
Enlightenment's in the city, huh?
Enlightenment is inside of you. You have to find it. And we feel the best way for you to be able to reveal that is by going on a quest.
Okay, can't find enlightenment here.
We feel it would be better for you to find it outside of the walls.
I'm gonna glare at my mentor for a minute.
He does not seem to make eye contact with you.
Sozen put you up to this, didn't he?
He doesn't respond. He just kind of looks away.
I knew it.
If you could please just gather your things.
Are you kicking me out?
We're sending you on a quest for enlightenment.
Fine. Kick some dirt at Sozen and then march my way out.
Sozin has a little bit of a smirk on his face as you pass by.
I'm gonna get him.
Enlightenment through freight delivery.
I'm gonna fill him with so much enlightenment. He doesn't even know.
I'm gonna lighten him later.
I'm gonna bring buckets of enlightenment home.
Thousands.
I don't think I've actually just physically described my character yet.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Seiza is female, slightly taller than average height, athletic, medium brown skin, gold hair, and that is in kind of a thick mohawk, hedgehog style cut, with also golden eyes. And I made a picture. And hopefully Eric, once we get the website up, Eric will put that up there.
Yes, we do not actually have a website yet, although this being the second recording and the third episode.
There you go.
We kind of have a test one set up that we're trying to get all.
View. Thanks.
We have one that we're trying to get set up.
This is all relevant to you future people.
Yay!
Hello, future people.
Hello, future people. To steal somebody else's shtick.
Yes,
Right.
No to
it's a good
future
shtick,
me.
and as far as I know, they don't have it copyrighted. So,
Yeah.
all right. So you
Seriously,
gather
tell
your
us,
things.
tell us if it's copyrighted critical hit.
Yes,
Yeah.
and if they're listening to this, oh my God, do I feel special?
Yeah. I'm gonna break the dude's stool or something before I leave.
Karate chop.
Yes.
So centered. So yeah,
He's a weasel.
he kind of yeah at you, gives you a little face with his nose all scrunched up.
I've got 2 more stools just like it. Eat that.
You'll find lots of stools in the city.
And just to mock you, when you kick out the leg, he adjusts his balance so that it doesn't tip over.
Stick.
Anyway.
So you gather your things. You see a boat on the shore. They take you aboard, show you quarters. It's just, it's along with all the other crew that's there.
Right.
And it's just a hammock that's hanging there. You have a small locker to toss your stuff in.
No, I do that.
From there, we are going to jump to court.
No.
No, you don't want to?
Oh, yeah, well, okay. I'm busy.
So you've just been tackled and bound by about 10 guys.
Only 10?
Yes.
Well, then.
Oh my.
10, are we talking 10 wizards or 10 actual fighters?
9 fighters and 1 wizard.
9 fighters and 1 wizard walking to a bar.
And their dog.
Then I shall respond to this with...
Wow. So many words.
Did you say something about stools?
I hate stools. I hated them so much.
So, the wizard guy walks over as the 9 guys are holding you down. And he looks down to you and he goes, Now, calm down. It's not going to go anywhere. It couldn't go anywhere. It's just fuck. Right. Gaga. I slip a gag onto you. And make sure that your binds are nice and tight.
Wait, that was before he had a gag in his mouth?
Yep.
I have 9 fighters on top of me.
Oh, I see.
Pushing her face into the ground. So they pick you up. They carry you the few hours it takes to get to the boat. They take you down a couple of decks. It's a rather large galley
Wait,
ship.
where was I tackled?
You're on an island.
Just an island.
An island you fled to.
Uninhabited.
Maybe it was inhabited further in.
Oh, okay.
You hadn't been able to find anyone yet.
All right.
Which was good for you.
Good point.
So yeah, they take you down a few decks. You see a few other captives down there. And they toss you into...
I will glare
one
at
of
the
the
other
cells.
captives. Like this is your fault.
None of them seem to be making eye contact with anyone. They cut off your binds and toss you into the cell, shutting the door behind you and locking it.
I ram up against it with my shoulder a couple times
Okay.
and yell through
Okay.
my gag, which I realize I can take out because they cut my binds for some reason.
Yep.
So I take that out and I start yelling at them.
They did take anything of value off of you, of course.
Of course.
And they leave you there. The wizard guy kind of shakes his head before he walks off. He says something along the lines of, "When's she gonna learn? I've caught her about 15 times now."
and I will respond with a retort.
Oh, okay.
How very eloquent.
I can't think of it right now, but it's a really good one.
So good.
Way too immersive.
Oh gosh, yes. I'm so ready for this right now.
Elegant role play.
I'll learn when I'm dead.
I will. No, I'll say. Maybe you should. I can't do the accent all of a sudden. Great. But maybe you should make a cell that could hold me.
All right.
That sounds good, right?
Sure.
Yeah. No, I mean not literally sounding good, but it's a good retort.
Yeah.
Roll for it.
Roll for retorting.
I think at the rate it took you to come up with that, he's probably out of the room at that point.
Yeah.
So you're actually shouting at an empty area.
It's one of those moments where it's like they walk out of the room and you go, "Well, you too."
Yeah.
I'm watching you.
Stacy's making finger pointy gestures.
Eyeballs.
I'm watching you.
So a few days pass of you being down there.
Perhaps I should actually work on actually saying things like I'm supposed to.
Yes, probably. Give me a perception check.
Okay. I do not have any dice actually on my person. I will use the ones on the computer type device. Boop. Beep,
So
boop.
prepared.
I'm so prepared. It's like we had 30 minutes to prepare, and all I was doing was sound checks. I rolled a 19. That's fantastic. What am I doing?
Perception.
Perception.
You failed your own perception check to realize
I
what you're doing.
failed everything. I failed all my school. I failed all of my class. And then I couldn't even find perception in an alphabetical list. It's 24.
You hear something, some commotion going on from above deck. You have a small porthole. It's only like a half a foot in diameter about. It's where you dump your little bucket waste out.
I don't like looking out that hole.
No, you don't. But you hear some commotion through there from above deck. There's talk about a boat that somebody sees. They're saying, "Steer over to it. See if you can hook it." And if you do look out the window, do you?
I desperately, yes. Do.
Okay. You see what looks like it's a one-person boat. Doesn't look like any kind of boat that you are familiar with. It looks more like a reed boat. You think you see a lump of something in it, but you can't quite get the right angle to see into it.
Oh, good. More peasants
You
throwing
see,
their poop out to sea.
you see somebody managed to get a lasso around one of the ends of the boat, and they pull it in, and then you hear some grunting and the boat knocking against the hull as it rises slowly. You hear, "There's a girl. Is she alive? I think so."
Oh, I hope not.
Oh,
And you hear some movement up deck, and then you hear it fade away slowly, and then you hear it deeper inside of the ship. So then we will go back to Stacy.
yeah. What's
You,
up?
Vienna,
Yep.
regain consciousness. Very, very slowly. You feel incredibly dehydrated. You feel roaringly hungry. And you feel like you haven't moved in years. But the sun's not beating on you. And you're still rocking, though. Your vision slowly comes in, and you see that you are in some wooden structure of some kind. And you seem to be kind of coddled in a blanket that seems to be hanging from the ceiling.
I whisper to Mr. Bun Bun, even through my very chapped, dehydrated lips.
You do not get any sort of response.
Do I see him?
No. As you push yourself and look around, you notice you're in a small room, only about 5 by 5 feet. There's a chest at one of the corners of the room. There's a little porthole next to the wall where you're kind of swinging back and forth, and there is a door opposite of that. That's about all that's in this room.
I put one hand on the wall, or the bed, and kind of on the wall behind me. Is it, or the floor? The wall behind me and on the floor.
Okay.
I'm trying to stand up.
Okay. It's a little difficult, partly because it's a hammock, partly because you're not at full strength.
Right.
But you're able to slowly get up onto your feet.
I like trip a fall out of the hammock. Mr. Bun Bun.
When you,
Search around the room for him.
when you concentrate a little bit, you don't sense him right now. And like I said, the only other thing in this room is a chest. When you open it up, you see it filled with gems and
This isn't
golden
food. Slam it down. Slam it closed.
Okay.
It's not Mr. Bun Bun.
After a moment or two, the door opens up.
Who are you?
You see a rather large man. He has very scraggly hair, very long, scraggly beard, very portly. He's wearing some kind of dark red robes on him. And he says, "Oh, you're alive."
Who are you? Where am I?
You can call me Barnaby. We found you floating.
I really... water. I really use some water.
Of course, of course. He walks in, pulls a little skin off of his belt, and holds it out to you.
Okay, as soon as he comes close to me, since I am dehydrated and haven't eaten and haven't drank anything, I'll probably throw up on him.
There, the love. He pats your back a little bit.
I drink the water.
Okay. Well, not so much. Can't take that much after you've been starved for a long time.
I don't give the dead very much food.
I don't look too dead to me. Give me a second. He kind of looks out the door and he goes, Jimmy, get some food down here. And you hear a, okay. And then some footsteps run off.
There's Mr. Bun Bun.
Who?
This little guy, about this big. He's really green looking. This little Mr. Bun Bun.
Oh,
It's my friend.
were you talking about that little shrub that was in the boat with you?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't know that was a
Do
person.
with it? What did you do with Mr. Bun Bun? I slam my hands against his chest.
I'm terribly sorry, love, but we didn't know that was a person.
And,
We threw it overboard.
oh my god, Mr. Bun Bun! I collapsed to the floor.
He tries to comfort you. I'm really sorry, love.
You gotta go back for it.
We wouldn't be able to find him if we wanted to, miss.
Oh, hi.
It's a big ocean.
Oh. Ocean.
So he tries his best to calm you. This kind of lanky guy with short brown hair comes in. He has some food, breads and meats, and some fruits. Here you go. Eat up. You'll need a little bit of your strength.
I just look up at him. Like, very like, I want to be thankful. I'm just sad.
I understand, love. I'm really very sorry. I didn't realize that was a person. I thought it was just a plant.
Well, it's kind of both. He saved my life.
Oh. I'm very sorry. I wish we would have known. Could have given him proper burial or something.
Proper burial? Is he dead?
Well, I don't know too much about plant folk. We kept all the gems that were in the boat with you.
Of course you did. You always do. Because you're a type, you.
Can I hear this happening?
Shuffling food into my
roll
mouth.
perception.
And like tears, Studio Ghibli tears just streaming down my face.
10.
Total?
Yeah, total.
You hear something going on, but you can't. It's too muffled for you to make out. I'll give you some time alone to grieve then, if you like, or I can stay here.
Oh, where are you going? Where's this boat going?
We're going to Aurixia.
What's that?
That's where the Mage Guild is.
Oh, okay.
You. Pardon me for observing you, but you seem like you might be magic folk too.
Oh, I'm an elf. I guess.
The Mage Guild will be able to help you then. They're kind of the experts around these parts.
They'll probably just send me away too.
I doubt that, love. They like to take care of their magic folk.
That's what they say. And then one day you wake up and everything's different and Mr. Bunman's gone.
He pets you on the back.
Okay. I guess I eat some more food and drink the water.
Now, there's a little bit of matter that I should bring up to you. The ship is a prisoner vessel. And, well, a lot of the men that I got under my command, they're a little bit freaked out by you, I guess I could say. Not too used to seeing elfin kind around here these parts. They're kind of way off in the outwoods or the outwaters, and we don't see them too much. So the men are a little bit on edge right now, and even more so because, like I said, we got some prisoners here.
You may not see them, but they see you. They always see you.
All right. If it's all right with you, love, I'd like to keep you confined to your room here.
What did these prisoners do? Do you have murderers on here?
A few of them.
Kill people.
A few, yeah. Oh my gosh. Some are just runaways. Some are.
Running away is against the law.
Depends on what kind of obligations you have. But for the sake of my men's health and yours, I'd like to keep you confined in this room, if that's all right.
Okay.
All right. Just knock on the door if you need anything, okay?
Okay.
Do elves know how to knock?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure yeah.
The elf always knocks through.
So he gets up and leaves and shuts the door, and you hear click of the latch.
Stacy, about how old is your character, or how old does your character appear to be?
My character probably looks like she's at most 25.
Okay.
But, elven years.
Right.
What's that in human years?
222.
Also, Court, what race is your character?
I didn't say yet, actually.
You did not.
Neither did you.
You're correct.
You'll figure it out.
Oh, good. We're all apparently human, but none of us actually are. All right.
I'm not.
All right. Except you. You're a cat.
If anyone has questions about whether or not Terrell is a human,
Yes. No.
Just the ears.
Too fuzzy.
We must pet him to be sure.
I will kill all of you.
get a laser pointer.
I got it.
Oh God!
I got a ball of string. I'm not afraid of you.
I have my own ball of
Oh
string.
my god,
don't
I
need
have
yours.
the best magic spell against you.
Colorful. That's nice. Yeah.
No.
Late at night when you guys are on a ship, you'll just hear.
There will be no mice on that ship.
All right.
All right, so we will jump to Salt.
All right.
Description.
Yes, do you want to describe yourself?
Yes, certainly. As we open on the scene, you see him leaning nonchalantly on an oar, like a ship, like a boat oar, an oar of exquisite make. He is tall and stout, but has a potbelly. Human, unquestionably. Wears a blue cloak with a wooden brooch of a seagull designed in it. He has dark copper skin with blue Maori-like tattoos sort of adorning his skin. He wears a fine vest of blue with white silver thread. He has a thick rope belt that supports his very loose-fitting pants, but the pants sort of come and hug his legs closely all the way to his ankles, and then his feet are barefoot. Not your typical image of the mages of the Mages Guild. He really stands out like a sore thumb. He seems to favor his left side.
Leaning?
Yes, leaning.
Leaning towards the left.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
That is all.
All right. I'm just looking at your backstory quickly.
What are you looking up for?
The mage's name.
Hotaka.
And what's the other guy? Elevander?
Elvandervel. He's not a mage.
Okay.
He's a jerkface.
So it's
He's not a
Hotaka,
mage.
right?
He's
Yes,
a jerk
Hotaka.
face.
I'm not familiar with that
He's not a
class.
mage.
He's one of the first mages. He's like one of the teaching mages.
Yeah.
And then there's all the masters, and I didn't name any of them.
Okay. So Hotaka's there, and a couple of the other high mages are there.
Mm-hmm.
You're in their chambers. They're sitting behind the desk. And Hotaka kind of stands up and says, "Hello, Salt."
I nod. What did I call him? First Stormcaller.
We have called you today, as I'm sure you're aware, because you have completed your first stage of apprenticeship.
Of that I am aware.
At this point, I believe you had put in a request to go exploring.
Yes. I would like to begin repaying back the Abbey for all that it has done for me and for my teaching.
Excellent, very good. We have sent out a scout down to the docks to find a vessel for you within the budget of the school and your tuition. We will give you a missive when we have found a vessel for you. Until then, we give you rein to go down to the city and try and amass a crew for yourself.
All right then. We'll see how that works. Thank you very much, Masters.
Of course. Anything
is-
to help you on your journey to become a head mage.
I don't know about a head mage, but a great one at least.
Very well. Let us know if there's anything else you require.
There is one thing.
Yes?
There's book in the in our caves that I would like copy of. This book chronicles Archmage Illuviel's travels, at least what we know of them. I would like copy.
They sit down and they murmur between each other for a little bit.
Or abridged notes.
Yes. There are certain things that are, of course, school trade secrets that we cannot allow outside the walls, but we can give you an abridged version.
Thankful I am as a day of endless rain on the open sea.
Very well. We will send you a missive when that is ready as well.
Thank you, Masters.
They bow and leave out of the back of the room.
I bow in return. Did all of them leave, or did Hotaka remain?
He hangs back a little bit, giving you time if you want to talk with him.
Teacher,
Yes.
I know you have studied Archmage's travels. I am interested in your input.
As far as which aspects of it?
Thinking more of the clues as to where Archmage traveled before departure to the Void Ocean. Details of treasures, details of geography, stops. I wish to piece together the Archmage's steps that I may follow.
Yes, there was a map once. No one could decipher it. It was totally illegible to anyone who looked upon it. But it's what...
The tales of the Archmage tell he had terrible handwriting.
Yes. I think, if I recall correctly, I did catch a glimpse of it in my younger days, and truly it looked like completely random marks across the page. No sense, if I recall correctly. Unfortunately, decades ago it vanished.
Vanished, eh?
Yes. If you could ever find a trace of that, perhaps you could retrace his steps, but that was the only clue of where he might have been.
And was it... wait. Did it vanish from here?
Yes. In the archives. One day someone went down to take a look at it, see if they could crack the code, and no one could find it.
That is most interesting. I shall have to track this fellow down. I will keep my eyes and ears open. Thank you, Master Hataka.
Of course, Salt.
Thank you for all that you have done for me.
May the winds always be at your back.
And calm waters at your front.
Mm.
Alright. I head down to the township.
Alright. Marius, you are in the wonderful city of Aurexia.
I beat you all.
You heard that this was a very bustling city and sounded like an interesting place. It's kind of in the center of most of the Ring Islands. A lot of trade goes on around here, and with the Mages Guild conveniently here, they help control the winds to bring ships in and out as needed. So everyone kind of gathers in this city.
Everyone comes to Orixia.
So you came here too, because it sounded like you could find plenty of interesting things around here.
Yes.
You're traveling through the roads right now. It truly is as bustling as people have said. You see all different types of races, humans, You see dwarves, halflings, gnomes. You see a couple of other catfolk every now and then. And as you're walking around, you see down one of the alleyways, you see a figure about the same height as you. It seems to be cloaked, and it's covered in shadows. The only part of them that you can make out is one of their eyes. And you see you don't really see the whites of the eyes, but you see the iris, which is kind of a swirling mass of reds and yellows, whites and oranges. And then the pupil of the eye seems darker than anything you had ever seen before and draws you in. And suddenly it turns and starts bolting down the alleyway away from you.
Kill it with fire.
Well, that does sound interesting. I will follow this person.
Alright. Give me a perception check to start off with.
Let's see. 17 and 26.
That's excellent. You're able to keep up with them. You're able to follow them down the alleyways. They keep bobbing in and out between the alleys, through the streets, darting this way and that way. You definitely seem to be keeping on their heels. Give me a fortitude.
16.
Alright. So they seem to be keeping up a good pace, but you're able to keep up with them. And eventually you find that you come into a dead end, and they're standing back against the wall. And they kind of turn around, and you see a small grin come across their lips. I really thought I had lost you there for a moment.
Sorry, I'm built to chase.
Well, perhaps I should give you a prize then.
What kind of prize? What prize?
She walks forwards. You see that she looks like a catfolk, much like yourself. Her fur is pitch black, as well as the clothes that she wears. She wears a long black dress with a cloak of similar make. And as I said before, her fur is all black. The whites of her eyes are black. The only thing with any color to them at all are her irises. She steps forwards closer to you, reaches into her cloak, and pulls out a small scroll tube. She holds it out to you.
What's it look like? Plain case, not...
Yep, just a plain leather case, stitched. It's got 2 end caps to it.
Sounds like a terrible idea, but I'll reach out my hand for it.
Okay. You take it from her.
Okay.
Do anything with it, or just hold it?
I'll give it a look over on the outside. Make sure there's not little hidden sharp things on it.
Give me a perception check.
That's just... another 26.
All right. So you look it over. You see the leather that the tube is stitched from is old. It's cracked a little bit. Seems like it's seen quite a bit of weathering to it as well. But despite how bad it looks like it's probably far older than it initially appears.
Fascinating. Why are you giving this to me?
Because you caught me.
And why did you run in the first place?
It seemed fun.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Cat.
And I may have this. And what is in it?
You can open it and find out. It's yours now. You can do whatever you want with it.
Now it's your turn to run, and she's gonna chase you. Okay.
Giant feathers fall from the sky. Jump back up in the air. I will open this.
You find a piece of parchment, you pull it out, and the parchment that has been rolled up and put in there is longer than the tube itself. And you unroll it, and it comes to be about 3 feet by 3 feet. And it looks like somebody took a chicken, put its feet in the ink, and had it run across it several times.
So it's literal chicken scratch on this parchment.
Not literal, but it sure as heck looks like it. It seems to have absolutely no rhyme or reason to any of the lines that are on there.
So it's text that looks like chicken feet, or it's just a pattern of feet running around?
It's just lines everywhere.
Oh.
None of the lines are longer than a quarter inch. Very rarely do they ever connect to each other.
But they... Okay. What is it?
That's for you to find out.
Ah.
I can give you a clue if you'd like.
Okay, I'll take a clue.
To find the meaning of this, seek the fool who thinks she's gold, the one who's brash and bold. You will find her where you have been told. Now hurry before her trail goes cold. She kind of smirks and then she hops up onto the wall, scales it, and goes over the back dead-end wall and out of sight.
Okay, I'm going to sit down and look at this.
Okay.
Can I make... So they just appear to be random lines, or semi-random lines, in any coherent pattern, like just lines on paper.
Just lines randomly sketched around on a piece of paper.
Randomly, so not in lines or looking like it could be some sort of text, but just lines.
Yep, just lines.
It's like a Jackson Pollock of lines.
Jackson Pollock textbooks.
You could frame it and sell it to people.
I'm going to look inside this container, too.
Okay.
Holding up, well, looking more down at it, can I see the end of it, or does it appear to be bigger inside?
Yes, it does.
Time to start filling it with rocks and see where you end up.
You can see the end.
Okay.
It looks the exact right size for the scroll to fit in there.
Okay, I'm actually gonna climb up to the top of the wall and get better light on this.
Okay. Doesn't seem to make a whole lot more sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but at least it's not down in the dingy alleyway now.
Yes.
And what was it again? Or what did she tell me?
She told you, seek the fool who thinks she's gold, the one who's brash and bold. You will find her where you have been told. Now hurry before her trail goes cold.
But I don't know anyone who's gold.
Time to start meeting new people, I guess.
Thank you for being a friend.
And was there anything else? Do I see anyone else in that alley?
Not in that alley, no.
So no one's coming this way.
Nope.
No one's looking at me.
Oh, there's some people looking at you now that you're at a higher vantage point, but it's mainly, what the heck is that person doing up there?
Is that man drunk?
Probably.
What's he doing up there? You're gonna get yourself killed, sir.
Sniffing a little too much of the catnip, are we?
No, I don't do that anymore.
I think my Assassin's Creed reference was lost on everyone.
No, I got it.
Oh, Eric got it. Yay, that's all that matters.
Lost on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll...
Threw a real stumper at you, apparently.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, he doesn't know anyone who's gold, so, I mean, problem ended right there.
That's why you're supposed to seek them.
True, did use the word seek, that's true.
yeah. Okay,
Can't get around that. Gotta go seeking.
where's the nearest square? Plaza, or large gathering of people?
When you look around a little bit, you think it's a few blocks that way.
Okay. I'll make my way over there.
Okay.
Because this is... Yeah.
All right. We will actually break our episode here because it looks like we're reaching pretty close to an hour and 15 minutes, I think. We'll take a short break, and we will see you guys in a week, but we will reconvene each other in about 10 minutes or so. So we'll go around and want to give out your information, Court?
Yeah, you can follow me at Courtlandoon on Twitter, though I never, ever, ever, ever post there, so follow at your own risk.
You can follow me at Nathan Luth, NathanLueth, and read my webcomic, ImpureBloodWebcomic.com.
Sorry we didn't get whole lot of you in this episode, but next episode, I promise we will.
I'll be here.
It turns out that I've been on Twitter the whole time, which tells you something about how much I've used it. I thought I didn't have one. Captain Twill, CapnTwill.
Anything else? Or is that it?
Nope, that's
Okay.
it.
I've actually decided to make a whole new Twitter account specifically for this program. It'll be Wilzuma at Twitter, or rather at Wilzuma. There we go.
On Twitter. Stacy?
You can follow me at soseru.tumblr. That's SOSEIRU.tumblr.com.
You can follow me at roleplayaday. Court also forgot to mention that you can follow him at D&D Quotes. Is that it?
Yeah, technically, yes. You can
Yes.
follow me at D&D Quotes, where I post quotes from the other games that we play. I will not be posting quotes from this game unless I listen to a podcast episode and I'm like, oh yeah, I like that quote. Too much to think about in this one. I'm looking at a mixer and audio levels and
Trying to think of a character.
oh my god! And then in the Russian accent, that's so hard to think about. when
How
You just have to pretend you're drunk.
Exactly.
Talk from the back of your
You
mouth.
just need to take your tongue, put it in the back of your mouth, and then go, what the hell?
That's, I don't know what,
the
that
hell's
was.
going on with
Just
my
went through,
mouth?
Turned into like
you just
a
went
Russian
through 50
Scotchman.
nationalities.
Yeah, I know. I just
Yeah.
mixed them all together.
Rach,
Came
they
out the
call
other
him.
side.
How
I
Rach?
kind of want to end up with something like that because I want to be like Mein Face.
Mind face.
You just
have to stay
strong
You must.
Strong like bear.
Strong like bull.
Strong like bear, strong like moose, strong like squirrel.
Gold is best.
Yeah,
Gold
think
is
of-
best.
Think of Rocky and Bullwing.
Strong like moose, fast like squirrel.
All right. Well, we'll see you all in a week. And remember, all roads lead to All Roads Tavern.
This.
This.
Has been a Lift Mage adventure.
For more tales, go to lithmage.com.
Where we forge the fantastic.